We were hearing the lions calling from the lodge, and we've come out. We found this one female, and she's just walking through the grass. So we're just seeing where she's going to take us. So this female's joined up with another female and the 4 older cubs. Here they come now. These lions are on the move again, and there's another male lion calling not far, so they're heading in that direction. Maybe they're off to see Daddy. Oh my gosh, look at them go. Yes, that's so cute, eh? So you saw they just met up with another of the lionesses, one of their aunties. They're the only social cat that we have here. And those bonds are so important. You see how excited they get when they see each other. They need those bonds for collectively hunting and holding a territory. So these lions are on the move again. They will often move at this time of the morning when it's cool and they want to patrol their territory. The territories can be on average about 100 square kilometers in size. So they have a lot of ground to cover and will walk many kilometers each day. The lions have now moved off into a little bit of a thick block, into the ridges. Rather than follow them in there, we're going to do quite a bit of damage to the vegetation and potentially push them a little bit. Well, we've had an absolutely amazing sighting, so we're going to leave them in peace and see what else is out there.
I've come across these bachelor impalas. They are older male impalas, and we're just coming towards the end of what we call our rutting season. Now the male impalas will form bachelor herds like this one behind me, to sort of practice sparring, fighting, and regaining condition. During this time, the impalas actually lose a lot of their condition while they're looking after the females, and they stop sort of feeding, grooming, and eating, which is sort of the biggest strengths of the impalas and one of the main reasons that they're actually so successful. There are some other males just sort of further behind them that are actually fighting at the moment, which is really cool. With it being a bachelor herd like this, it could be them just practicing, but they actually seem to be giving each other a really good go, which we'll have to see what comes out after this. You also hear just behind them that are fighting, there's actually another one calling, quite a guttural sound that you can hear. That is the rutting sound, and they'll be calling like this to display and advertise their territory. There's also some belief that this actually brings the females into estrus, starts encouraging them and getting them into the whole mating season.
I'm just sitting here with the breeding herd of buffalo. So you can just see there's a couple of dagger boys, the older boys, out here in front of the car. And then in the bushes behind me is the breeding herd, the females and a few youngsters. They're a little bit difficult to see. They're laying down and they're ruminating, so it's still quite hot. And buffaloes, like cattle, they have 4 stomachs, or 4 chambered stomach, and what they're able to do is regurgitate and redigest their food, so it's very heavily digested. Means they get more nutrition from what they eat, and so overall they have to eat less, and they can spend the hot hours of the day just laying down somewhere cool and ruminating, so re-chewing that food. So it's a little bit easier now to see the difference between the males and the females. The males have those really big, thick bosses on the top of their horns, and the females, here you see their horns are a lot lighter, a lot thinner and more delicate.
Thank you so much for joining us for a really, really incredible morning with those lions. I think it was really special indeed. And please stay tuned for our next episode where we go birding again. We look forward to that.
Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.
Cheers.